basically that having straighter parts cause less tangling. But I just can't part. I'm sorry, I just can't. I don't know, I can't part. Even when my hair was straight, I would have crooked parts. I just can't do straight parts. And now with natural hair, you know, it's really not happening. So anyway, I just got a bowl. About to mix my deep conditioner, and I'm using the New Generation hair mask. It's professional hair care dry hair formula, contains olive oil. This I got from Ross. I've only used it once, and I really enjoyed the use of it. It felt, my hair was like super dry at that time. My hair was so dry. And I made a mistake of wearing it out when I did my 5K, and because it was a water one, I'm like, oh yeah, and so, you know, that hard water hose and the bubbles and all that stuff hitting it, and then just sort of air drying out with no product added onto it. It was stiff and almost brittle feeling. And before I even rinsed this out, just with it on my hair just felt amazing. And then when I rinsed it out, it felt even better. So yeah, this last time was my first time ever putting honey in my deep conditioner, but I love the results. So that's gonna be my new thing, adding honey. So yeah, I put, you can't see this. I put a good amount in there of the deep conditioner. The container is, let me see, the container is 16.9 fluid ounces, and I put about a quarter of the jar in. And then as far as honey, I just eyeball it. Whatever I feel like is a good amount. I think that's good. Okay. Then the deep conditioner has olive oil, but I'm going to add some of my own olive oil into it, which I never really, before this last time, used olive oil in my hair. When I first went natural, I was a coconut oil girl. That's exclusively what I used. And then after watching A Sister with Real Hair, I was exclusively grapeseed oil. And then just because of the ordering process, I kind of let it go to put. And I started using like store-bought oils, like what's I using? Granny Fructis has the oil, the little pump on it, which I use while I was transitioning, which I do still like. What else? Oil, like a Hot 6 oil that has a spray. I got that because it had a spray pump on it, which I like, versus putting the oil all in my hands. Excuse me, getting sick all in my hands. But I never used olive oil, and just recently reintroducing myself to YouTube and the videos and whatnot. Just a lot. My hair is always kind of dull to me. There's not like a shine like I want. And a lot of naturals who have really healthy looking shiny hair, that's what they're saying that they're using is olive oil and I think castor oil. But castor oil is too thick for me. That's the same reason that I stopped using vegetable glycerin. It's too thick. It's like a coating, and when I would sweat with vegetable glycerin, it would run down my face and like leave a fog, like a film over my eye for days after cleansing my eyes with water. That freaked me out, and I don't use really thick oil since then. But yeah, olive oil is thick, and so I'm gonna continue to use it and see if I can get that shine in my hair. So anyways, these things are in here, and I'm just mixing it in with my fingers, mixing it in really good. And so with the honey and with the olive oil, the deep conditioner is white, and it just gives it not brown, just like a beige, almost, you know, like the cage-free eggs, how they have that light brown color. That is the color of the mix. So now I'm just going to, it's very runny because the deep conditioner itself is really like creamy. It's not a thick consistency. And then adding the olive oil and the honey, even though honey is a little thick, it still makes it a little watered down, I guess. So it can be very messy, but I'm trying to minimize that. And I'm just slapping it on there. Okay, get this little kitchen up in here, which I always thought was funny. Just because of TV, and you know, I just always, like, you always imagine at the back of your hair, the nape of the neck, would be the kinkiest or quote unquote nappiest part of your hair, but for me it's not. The back of my hair is my finest section of hair. Like the texture is the loosest there. Always has been. My coarsest section is my hairline up here. That's the kinkiest, you know, least amount of curl, like frizz city. I always thought that was funny because like my kitchen is the most manageable part. I'm done working out. Just finished. I'm sweaty. A lot of heat going on inside here. Oh, so. The thing that I want to stress about this style is it's supposed to be a protective style, but with scalp braids, they can be very detrimental to your hairline. Any kind of braids, box braids, micro braids, anything, you know, pulling here. So you have to make sure you don't use a lot of tension. You see how loose these are? Like they're movable, they're loose, so there's no stress on my hairline. You don't want that to thin and break off. I'm still almost a year and a half later recovering from the time I spent in boot camp and letting other girls braid my hair because my hair was so big they wouldn't let me wear my hair out, so I had to let other girls braid it, and they were tugging at my hair, especially since they're not used to braiding natural hair. It was weird for them and painful for me, and it broke my edges off really bad. So they've grown out a lot, but still, you know, no stress. So yeah, they're moisturized, and this is going to be my style for the whole week. So now for the back, just going to loosen it. And you hear that sound? I'm not using my fingernails. I'm using the balls. It's just the friction that's making the noise. I don't want to, you know, whatever. Anyway, so then I'm just going to mist a little water on it. Because the back is like almost completely dry. Okay. And then the leave-in. I'm going to use a little more leave-in on this section. Because it's big. This is half my head back here. And the grapeseed oil, but I'm not gonna put any of that pomade, edge control, whatever you want to call it. I'm not gonna put any of that on the back. I'm gonna keep it in the bun all week long. If it feels dry, then I'll wet it a little and moisturize, but no styling. And no co-washing during the week. Just low manipulation, not bothering it as much as possible. Okay. I can find my ponytail holder right here. And then I'm just going to gather. Well, normally it would be a low bun for work, because I have to still be able to put my cover on. But I'm not going to work right now. It's Saturday. So I'm going to put it up a little more. And I'm just going to wrap it twice. It's not too much tension. And then split it in two. And make one big 2-strand twist out of the loose hair in the braids. And just twirl the ends. And wrap it around. Ah, my bobby pins are downstairs. I don't have a single bobby pin up here. Okay, so in that case, I just tuck the end underneath the ponytail holder, which is probably better anyways. Less stress. So that's it. That's the whole thing. My hair feels very moisturized. I can't tell as far as the shine yet. We will see. And I'm just going to, I'm getting ready to go, like out the door. But I have to clean up all this crap that I used. And switch my stuff over in my purse. So for that time, I'm going to put a scarf on and sleek those edges a little more. I'm going to tie it pretty tight because it's going to be just for a short amount of time. That's it. That's all I'm doing. If it works out, then I'm going to do that for a few weeks. Deep condition on Sundays or Saturday, and then just wear the style up, you know, for the entire week. If not, then I'll regroup and try something different. Peace.